Yo, what's going on, boys? I told you guys I was going to be bringing you guys a Russian gameplay tonight. I lied to you guys. I know, man. I'm a tease, I know. Instead, I actually have a G11 here on Black Ops. I felt like putting one up. I don't know, dude. My mood swings. I just felt like doing that. I don't know what it is. So I think this is just a 52 and 3. I think I get a couple gunners. A lot of it was kill streaks. It was like, what was that? Like 50% kill streak, 50% skill, 100% sexiness. Obviously, that's the formula for opponent star commentary. Duh. So, I was having some fun doing this the other day. I rage at this game so much, and the thing that I noticed, one thing that I noticed, there's always been these complications, these differences amongst these games, where people compare like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops because they're the two most recent. Now, one of the things that I have noticed that is, I don't really know how to define it or how to explain it, and I was actually thinking maybe if you guys had any theories behind it, and one thing I noticed is for example, there are a couple major reasons. Obviously the little things like ghost campers and stuff like that. You deal with campers on both games. It's just that much more worse knowing the ghost is just an easy perk to have and pick up, and anybody can use it at all times. It's more along the lines of things like connection issues. Basically, I think it was Blame Truth that said recently, having host can make a mediocre player like the best, and that's something that I think that really factors into Black Ops. For example, there are people, even me, I often, if I had to say anything, I'm often on a 3 bar on Black Ops. I fluctuate between a 2 and 3, maybe get a 4 bar sometimes. It's really slim. But even so, I just find the hit detection so off in Black Ops, and I find that there is, if you're going heads up with anybody with a higher connection than you, I think it really defines who's going to win that gunfight. I don't think it really trumps skill. It's just one thing that I've noticed with Black Ops. Whereas you've got a chance to survive. I played yesterday a couple times on a 2 bar on Modern Warfare 2. And I was able to, the first game I went 49 and 13, and then I went 59 and 23. And those might not be the best KDs for me, it might not be something I put up, but the gameplays were still entertaining. I got triple sprays and stuff like that. My hits were actually working. So that's one thing that I've noticed in between these games, and I'm just curious if you guys have noticed it the same way. Is a 2 bar is workable. You know what I mean? I mean, you could still tap that on Modern Warfare 2. Whereas you're like, ooh, no, get the fuck out of here when it comes down to Black Ops. I mean, I refuse to play Black Ops on a 2 bar, but I'd be able to manage and deal with it on Modern Warfare 2. And I just wanted to know if you guys have had that same sort of predicament and ideas behind it, because like I said, host is always helping some people out, but I can't be, too picky on that. For example, like my host, I've told you guys before, my host is bad for me. I happen to have bad hit detection, or I don't know what it is, lag, frame rate. I don't know how to define it. I'm not like, fucking nerdy savvy. I don't know what it is. I just know when I have host, everybody else runs just fine. But I noticed that it takes a lot more ammo to kill a guy. I mean, it's not like I'm lagging, like no, I'm warping kind of shit. It's more along that it takes a little extra something to kill some guy when I'm host on my own host. But I could be rocking on most people. Yeah, I prefer other people to have host, and I play just fine on Modern Warfare 2. But most people have host, and they rock the hell out of it. It really helps them out, and it gives them that boost. And many people think that host is not a factor in Call of Duty, and it definitely is. Shut up, chair. I'm fucking doing a commentary, asshole. And that's just one thing I wanted to address real quick, because many people don't understand. And I'm not a guy that gets host often, and when I do, I usually back out. Many of my subs know this. Many of you guys that have gamed with me over the last month, I've gamed with you guys almost every night. And the first thing I tell them, I'm like, oh fuck, I've got host, and they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna back out. I'm like, yeah, probably so. And it's just one of the things I deal with, is because I just can't tolerate my own host. Everybody else runs fine but me, and that's kind of douchey, really. You think your own host, it's just a backstab. It's what it is. It's thoughtful of everybody else. It just doesn't care about himself. Fucking considerate bastard host. But, I wish Black Ops had that issue. It didn't have the hit detection issue or the lag or anything like that. If it felt like Modern Warfare 2, this game would be badass to me. That's why I don't like it too much. And then other things, obviously. I mean, there are things you don't like to deal with or tolerate. I mean, just as much as I hate, noob tubing on Modern Warfare 2, I hate that, that one in Commando is pretty much just as hated, as, I mean, if you had to pick one or two, like, this is a question I want to ask you guys, just to put it heads up, because everybody bitches about something. Somebody's going to find something about any Call of Duty to bitch about. It could be like, the next one could be so amazing, we're going to bitch about it being too good. I mean, we're never going to have a perfect game, guys. Just be realistic. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be flaws, and there's always going to be people to exploit it. But if you had to pick or choose which one you guys hate more, and it always comes in twos with me. It's like, it's like shit that people hate, like the overpowered gun, MP40 jug and shit like that. And then you've got like the flaws. In this game, I think Ghost and Second Chance are the two most hated things, completely and entirely, perk wise, and Black Ops. And then I think you got One Man Army, Noob Tubes, or even just Noob Tubes. Period. They're just overused. You can use Scavenger and shit too. So Noob Tubes and Commando were hated. If you had to find which one of those you guys hated more, and this is just sheer curiosity from me, guys. Just do me a favor down in the comments below. Let me know which one you guys hated more. I know I'm usually into encouraging you guys, but bitch, I want to know what you guys. Tell me your secrets. Do you guys hate Commando? I mean, if the next game it had to come back and you had to either settle for One Man Army, or not One Man Army, but if you had to settle for Noob Tubes being overpowered and Scavenger and shit like that, if you had to deal with Noob Tubes and Commando, or you had to deal with Ghost and Second Chance, which one of those would you choose? It's like the lesser of two evils, man. You know what I mean? So, get back to me, let me know what you guys think. Do me a favor, it really helps me out. Like up the video. I'll have some more Modern Warfare 2 for you guys tomorrow, some Nuke with Every Gun show. Get it with my penis. And your penis too, if